Hello and welcome to Strong Collectors Comics. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed to the Strong Collector Comics, hit the subscribe button because this is our second channel and we're trying to grow it. So,
That's right.
Jordan, I think we're going to try to do a little bit of a fun day today where
Okay.
I've been seeing kind of in the Facebook groups, I'll scroll through, it's like, I don't know whether it's ads or whatever, but there's always the pick three, choose two to defend you, and the rest will try to attack you type of thing.
Okay.
So that is our theme for today. We're going to do, I've got kind of a movie one first, which is kind of what I've been posting in the kind of the teasers, the previews for the episode. And then I've made my own kind of categories of if the DC villains or the DC heroes were coming to attack you, pick your crew to defend. So,
okay.
Let me pull up my slides here and we'll get rolling. This is the wrong slideshow.
That's all right. It's a slide.
If you missed that one,
good looking.
Go back and watch that live stream on the Strong Collectors.
And just pretend it's live. It's just as good. Okay, there you
go.
Keep three.
All right, so that one is a little bit different. It's a little too wordy. The rules are you can pick one movie to keep from each row.
Okay. Wow.
I didn't choose the groupings here. This was the predetermined one that kind of got me thinking about how we could do this for our live stream. So I'll let you start off with row one. Do you have a strong feeling on which one you want to keep, and then the rest are we can say you can only watch this movie for the rest of your life, and the other ones you'll never be able to view again.
It's not like it's erased from existence, though.
Right.
I can still have seen it. I just won't get to see it again. Okay.
Correct.
All right, that's fair. I mean, I do love the Matt Reeves Batman, Dakota. However, Spider-Man 2 really has a very special place in my heart. I think always will. And it would be between those two, but I definitely have to go with Spider-Man 2. I like Logan. Dark Knight's also great, but I think for sentimental value, definitely Spider-Man 2. And then a runner-up would be the Batman, I think. But I'm going to go with Spider-Man 2.
All right, I'm shocked by that. This one is probably one of, I don't know, we'll see, but I think this is an easy row for me because I'm choosing the Dark Knight. 100%. Piece of cake.
Yeah, you're kind of mainstream like that, dude. I get it.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I have a soft spot in my heart because I went and watched it with you in theaters.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that would make sense. All right. Yeah, I mean, the Dark Knight is great. I guess, for me, in the grand scheme of things, I've probably watched Spider-Man 2 the most out of those. That's the movie I've come back to the most, I guess.
Okay.
But Dark Knight also, I don't really think you could. I'd be a little surprised on Logan. I mean, Logan's good, but I think it's not quite to the tier of these other three films, in my opinion. But I think they're all pretty solid. So that's.
You just can't beat a Heath Ledger Joker, in my opinion.
I know. I mean, I know you're excited for the Matt Reeves Joker that you can't understand. You need subtitles for. So
right.
You're excited for that.
All right, second row, Jordan. What are you going with here? I feel like I know your answer, but
yeah, man, I'm gonna have to go with Batman the Animated Series personally.
Yeah.
Invincible, definitely a recent favorite, and X-Men '97 has been great. And then Justice League also is wonderful. But for me, I think what made Justice League cool was the team involved with Batman the Animated Series kind of carrying a lot of that over. If it was Justice League Unlimited, that might be a different story, personally.
I thought the same thing, yeah.
But what about you?
Even though Invincible is my favorite comic book story, I'm going X-Men '97. And
it's only 5 episodes in.
I don't care, dude. It's so good. I think there's no way it gets worse. And like I've said,
Right.
episode number 5 is my favorite animated episode of anything ever.
That's, all right. Yeah, that's true.
I
That's
can never
important.
watch that again. I don't think I can do it. So as much as I love Invincible, I would rather read the comic books. And
Well, the thing to consider perhaps with that, Dakota, is moving. You would then theoretically, right, be allowed to see the future seasons of X-Men 97. If you don't
Yeah.
choose it, right, it's locked
True.
away.
Mhm.
And you'll
Good
be
point.
cursed for all time to hear everyone be like, dude, did you see that new episode? And you'd be like, dang it, I'm gonna go
stuck here
I'm gonna
rewatching the Batman.
go rewatch Batman, but it's so good, guys. Did you see Mr. Freeze? Same thing with Invincible, though. I'd be bummed out if I couldn't see the next episodes of Invincible.
That's a good
But
point.
I don't.
I just feel like, yeah, that is a little bit unfair to have those two in that category, I guess. But
I mean, if you subbed it out for like a Spider-Man animated series, and trying to think what else you could throw in there that people love.
I mean, just the original X-Men animated series could work. So
yeah,
if that was the case, so we're gonna hypothetically replace Invincible and X-Men 97 with X-Men the animated series and Spider-Man the animated series.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would probably lean towards Justice League.
Okay. Yeah.
I think they would all be great, obviously, and like that would probably be the best row out of this whole diagram here. But Justice League was really good. I loved it.
Yeah, yeah. That was a great show. I did love how they expanded it with Unlimited, of course, but it was nice having the focus on the 7 that were there.
Right.
You kind of got to do a little more in-depth character development stuff. So personally, I'm hoping they take a lot from that as the DCU starts to take shape, because I think that's like the exact vibe I would want.
It's like the exact style you would.
It's my exact style. Dude. I would. Every Justice League episode I would watch.
All right. How about row number 3, Jordan? What are you keeping from that row?
I think I definitely got to go with Infinity War.
Yeah.
For me.
Same with me.
Is that specifically Justice League the Snyder Cut? Is that the implication there?
Yeah.
Okay. If Sam were on here, she would probably go with the Snyder Cut because she just loved that for some reason. Even though Zack Snyder was a jerk and filmed it for IMAX and then released it on HBO. He's like, it's meant to be seen in IMAX. Like, but nobody can watch it in IMAX, dude. So it's a little square, you jerk. But I did like what he did with that. But even then, Days of Future Past was very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Suicide Squad. But Infinity War, for me, was like probably the most I felt like I was reading a summer comic book crossover in a movie.
Yeah.
You know, where like you get like the vignette of like what's he up to, and you see it, and then he gets sucked into the bigger story. And I always thought that was like a cool, just the way they incorporated all those characters. I think you can kind of watch and rewatch that one, and
for sure,
never really got old for me.
Yeah, you can't really do a whole lot of rewatching of Justice League that's 4 hours long. You got to have a lot of free time for that. I watched that once on a flight to Hawaii, and that's the only way I would have ever watched it because I had to sit there for 8 hours, and that still was
at least killed half of the trip.
Right. All right, last row.
What are you also agreeing with Infinity
War?
Yeah,
same as you. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Ooh, this one's a little harder for me.
Okay. Well,
what do you think? Okay, yeah.
I think you would probably choose Superman, but I think you also love Captain America, Winter Soldier.
You think I'd go with Man of Steel?
I think you like that, don't you? Or is that like an easy? I think Blade is an easy no for both of us. I've honestly never actually seen it, so.
I saw it when I was like a kid. I think there's a lot of it that'd be quite cheesy to watch today, but I think for its time, it was very important in kind of saving Marvel's butt and launching off the comic book movie. Seriously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really have never rewatched that. Man of Steel, I'm interested. That's interesting to me that you said I go with that one. I don't think I would, but
okay.
I enjoy a lot of elements of that. Definitely like the music. maybe talk to me next year after James Gunn's Superman comes out, and we'll have a different discussion. I was thinking of being between Winter Soldier and Iron Man, personally.
Interesting.
But what
Okay.
about you?
I mean, mine is for sure Iron Man. I love that
Okay.
movie.
Yeah.
That's one of my, like, easily in my top 3 of all of the MCU movies.
Yeah. Yeah, I think definitely Iron Man is the most probably MCU movie I've rewatched, mainly because it was the first, but I think
Right.
it holds up really well. I did really like Winter Soldier, and I still think that, for me, Winter Soldier kind of did for Captain America what Iron Man did for Iron Man, if that makes sense. Like, I think
Sure.
you met Cap in the first one and whatever, but I think this was the movie that made him like, okay, like, this is a cool character, and I want to see him coming back, and he'll be a big part of the future. So that was a cool one, but I think I'm gonna have to agree with you and also give it to Iron Man.
All right. Now the next ones we're going to get into are going to be like characters. This is going to be like we can choose 3 to defend you, and the rest are trying to attack. So we're going to start out with the dudes. Next will be the ladies. So you get to pick 3 guys who are going to try to defend you. And if we can adjust to, if we want to just pick 2 guys, we could.
Okay.
3 seems like that'd be way too OP, and the others wouldn't even stand a chance. I tried to keep it like somewhat balanced. I got Nightwing in here instead of Batman because Batman with prep time could take on this whole list.
Right.
So
okay. So you said choose how many?
I don't know. We can choose 2 or 3. What do you want?
You want to start with 3, and then you got to winnow it down to 2.
Okay. All right. I was gonna say also, while I was making this, I put Aquaman in here, but to me, determining whether Aquaman is going to try to defend me is going to be determined on how long his hair is. Because whenever he's got short hair like this, I'm like, you're a dweeb. Anytime he's got long hair, I'm like, oh, you could take somebody on.
He's getting a little more serious. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. Especially if he has a hook for a hand, then he means business.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, all right. Who are your 3?
I mean, right off the bat, dude, I feel like I don't know if I want to pick him, but I feel like I have to pick the Flash.
Okay.
Just out of principle.
Makes sense.
But I'm also thinking, because in my head, I'm like, who could I pick to trump the Flash, personally?
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough call. But it could be done.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to have to go with Flash. And then, there are some difficult elements here. I feel like just for the sake of it, I'm going to go with Flash. How are we going to, if Wolverine's on my team, how are we going to kill him? Oh, this is tough, dude. This is actually kind of harder than I thought. I mean, Cyclops has the tactical leadership, so I don't. I mean, are we just thrown into a battle, or like it's like, hey, they're here, you're here?
Well, let's go. You're here, they're here.
Okay.
At dawn, this is going down.
Okay. I mean, I think at that point, I don't really know who has the tactical leadership beyond Cyclops there. So I think I might need Cyclops. Okay. I don't want to take all the good ones. Well, we go back and forth, right?
Yeah, we can overlap. You're not like stealing anything from me.
What
that would be interesting though if we were okay, maybe another episode. I like the way you're thinking. Okay,
we'll do another one like that.
Another one is like you pick one, I pick one, and then at the end our teams duke it out and we decide. Okay, we let the chat decide who wins.
Yeah. Ooh, that's
all right.
A great idea.
A little interactive.
Like
all right,
that's fun.
Pick your 3 for this one.
All right, so I'm gonna go Flash, Cyclops, and I need a heavy hitter. Is there anybody with fire? Green Lantern would be pretty good too because he can fly and he's got the constructs. Make some shields. He'd be a defensive player too because.
True.
As much as I love Spider-Man, dude, I feel like he might. This might not be the occasion for him. So I'm gonna go Flash, Cyclops, and Green Lantern.
Okay. Nice. I think I agree with you on Flash. I would take Flash as well, but I would also take Wolverine. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go with Martian Manhunter.
Okay.
because I don't think he's not Superman level, obviously, but
Mhm.
he's kind of got some of the shape shifting abilities. He's got the mental abilities too.
Right.
But I think Flash, you're right. I mean, you got the speed, and then I just imagine he can just run around with Wolverine stabbing everybody, and then
Oh, like a
bang,
team
bang,
up.
boom.
Okay, he's rides on the
Yeah.
back. I didn't even think of that part. That's a good call. I guess I was thinking of, yeah. I mean, how's Wolverine going to get close enough to some people? But
True.
maybe my strategy then would be I just have Flash carry Cyclops piggyback style. Cyclops takes his visor off and just melts everybody. And then Flash, oh, get this, Flash. Okay, I don't know how strong Flash could be, but if he could get Green Lantern and Cyclops, and he makes a shield around them with a little laser hole.
All right. I like it.
Lasers go out, nothing comes in.
I mean, who do you think on this list is the most useless? Like you're like that they would
Oh,
never be on the team.
I mean, I know there are those in recent years attempts to kind of re-characterize Aquaman as
Mhm.
much stronger, and I mean that's my go-to first thought,
Yeah.
of course. But as I think about it, I'm probably gonna go with Nightwing as most useless, personally. But
Yeah. I was trying to have him on the list as kind of like your Batman replacement,
who
but I
would
just
he
don't
even be
think
able to
he's
beat up? Like maybe Gambit, but even
maybe.
then,
Yeah,
definitely. I don't think I'd have him beating Spider-Man.
probably not. I mean,
And
maybe
that
maybe he could take on Cyclops if he got
Cyclops,
close, if he could close the distance, but
yeah, he'd probably throw one of his batons and hit his visor off. Like, oh my eyes, or something like that.
well, then if he just opened his eyes, then Nightwing's
I guess
done.
that's true.
So it depends on how much morals they have here.
And it depends on how powerful we're making Cyclops's optic blasts, really.
Right, true.
Because
So all
didn't
right,
he? Sorry, I just
go
got to
go go
say
ahead,
this.
go ahead, go
I
ahead.
mean, I remember in like the Astonishing X-Men. Remember, he takes his visor off and he like blasts the Sentinel or whatever, and the
That's like one of
Sentinel's
my
like,
favorites. Yeah,
it's a cool moment. But didn't he in X-Men '97? They take his visor off and then he opens them and just blasts that goon.
yeah,
I was like, dude, if you could do that to the Sentinel, that goon should have been like just had the flesh
completely.
ripped from his bones. But he's
Right.
like, oh.
Yeah, but
So
that is one of my favorite like Cyclops moments when he like I think it's Wolverine, him, and somebody else. I can't remember who the third person is, but he's like, just get behind me, takes his thing off, and like the panel is just red and like kind of the outline of the Sentinel where he's just
remember
destroying it. That's
he says, get off my lawn.
yeah,
That
that's
was
good.
pretty sweet. And then he's like, every once in a while, Summers, I remember why you're the leader,
Right.
which is kind of cool.
All right. Next round, we've got the ladies.
Okay. Ooh, all
Or wait,
right.
here. Let's go back. You pick your two. Who you dropping from your
Oh,
team?
my two. If I
I think I'm
got to
gonna go
drop
with Wolverine and
somebody,
Flash.
yeah, I'd probably drop. Oh, okay, Wolverine and Flash. Yeah, I'd probably at that point. I mean, I guess I still got the tactical leadership from Cyclops, but I almost need I feel like a flyer. So
Hmm.
maybe I would keep Green Lantern at that point.
Okay.
I think they'd have a good enough rapport, Green Lantern. I guess it depends on which ones we're getting. But if I get
I
Barry
figured like
Allen and Hal
yeah.
Jordan, then I think you guys are the rest of everybody else is toast. I'd probably drop Cyclops at that point.
Okay. All right. Now with the
With the
ladies,
two
so we got
DC
Hawk
characters,
Girl,
it's interesting. Okay.
Power Girl, Ms.
All right.
Marvel, Invisible Woman, Emma Frost, Storm, Supergirl, She-Hulk, Zatanna, Starfire, Magic, and Jean Grey.
Okay. So same thing, 3 then 2.
Same thing. 3 then 2.
Okay. You know, I right off the bat, I'm gonna have to go with Invisible Woman. I think.
Yep.
Because, and you're thinking what I'm thinking, I'm sure, Dakota. I mean, you got so many applications: the force field,
Yep.
flight. I mean, what kind of blew my mind was, I don't know if you would have read this one in the Ultimates when they introduced the Marvel Zombies, where she makes like everybody go blind because she like messes with their optic nerves with her invisibility, which then screws up everyone's perception. So, I mean, I guess there's also the whole, put a force field in their head and make their head blow up thing, but
Right.
nobody ever seems to take advantage of that part of herself. But in this scenario, I think she'd be able to cut loose and go wild. So I'll go with that. I mean, I think I'd want Jean Grey as well on my team. Get the telepathy going.
And this is like Jean Grey with no Phoenix, just regular Jean Grey. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd still. But then I got Emma Frost though, and she could tangle her up, and then she's out of commission though. But then you need at least one telepath on your team. Okay, I'm going with Jean Grey over Emma Frost personally. Personal preference. Emma Frost. It's hard to say. Oh, then there's Magic to consider. Dang man, this is good. I was gonna say Storm for sure.
Okay.
As an Omega level mutant, Dakota.
That's true.
However, if there's Magic and Zatanna in there, I probably need at least one Magic person to protect us from whatever might be going on there, right? Man, this is a lot harder for me.
So your 2 is an easy choice, but you're adding your 3rd is a little bit more challenging.
I think so, but then it's like it's making me rethink my 2 because as I'm looking, you need somebody that can go toe to toe with Magic or Zatanna, whichever one I don't take. To be quite honest, you got to educate me on Magic's power. Where's she at on the power scales?
I mean, she's like ruler of limbo. She's got teleportation. I don't really know the exact like powers of like the soul sword she's got. I mean, she's kind of trained with like Doctor Strange, but not nearly to the level of like magic use as he does. Usually she's more like protection magic or teleportation magic. I don't usually see her like if she's attacking, it's usually like sword hand-to-hand type of attack.
Okay. That helps. Thank you. But then I guess is Supergirl a weakness to Magic like Superman? I don't remember. And then she's got super speed.
That's true.
I feel like I need at least one heavy hitter. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to take my chances with the Magic. I'm going to go with Invisible Woman, Supergirl, and Jean Grey are my 3.
Okay.
Whoa. Why don't I get balloons?
I don't know why you got balloons.
They're like, you did it. You're right. You win. Congratulations.
That was funny. I don't know why that happened. That was all right.
Was it because I did a thing with my fingers?
Maybe.
Like read that? I don't know. All right.
Supergirl? I don't know. Happy birthday? I don't know. I would also go with Invisible Woman and Jean Grey. I like. Okay. I think the like Emma Frost and Jean Grey go toe to toe, but I think Jean is more powerful, and Emma Frost would be the only one not affected by Jean's telepathy when she goes like diamond form. But then she's just diamond form, and then what?
Right.
An Omega level mutant is pretty useful, but I think I'm leaning more towards having a magic wielder. I think I'm going to go with Zatanna, even though the only reason I would go with magic is because she wouldn't really even be needed because we've got Invisible Woman and Jean, I think, could handle the rest by themselves.
Okay.
But I think Zatanna could probably, I don't know, if I was going to say like when they just Zatanna versus magic, I don't know. I feel like magic's a little less, her morals are much lower than I imagine Zatanna.
Oh, okay.
So
might be a little less inclined to not.
Maybe, you know what, actually, because magic kind of has the Dark Child personality, I'm going with magic. Switching it up at the end.
Okay. Last minute substitution.
Maybe I misled you there. I was like, oh, magic herself, but she gets a little peeved, a little out of control, she gets a little power upgrade. So
and everybody's in trouble. All right.
Right. So, yeah, I'm going. If I can only pick two, it's Ms. Marvel or not Ms. Marvel, Invisible Girl and Jean Grey, and then a third would be Magic, and then your two would also be Invisible Woman and Jean Grey.
I think so, man. I mean, the hard part is, yeah, I could still see that again, though. Depends on what kind of power levels we're talking about for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's like a standard thing, I could see it might be a tough battle for sure.
Yeah.
You got the Flyers that also have super strength. I mean, that's
right.
Because even if you get one, I mean, if one gets through,
Right.
And then if Jean Grey expends herself fighting Emma Frost, and then Invisible Woman's just got to hold her own for however long that battle takes.
True. I mean, having Supergirl, Ms. Marvel, and Power Girl all coming in, and then even She-Hulk coming in from the ground, you got some heavy hitters. So
Hawk Girl will die first.
probably followed
Starfire could probably do some damage.
Yeah, but I still think she's going out second.
Yeah, she and Hawk Girl are definitely the first to fall.
Right.
Probably. But
if they were fighting dudes, then maybe Starfire would have a better shot. Just you know how dudes can be.
Or Nightwing, then we'd have that element.
Right. I think she could take Nightwing pretty easy.
Mixed emotions.
Yep.
All right.
On to the next.
I like that, though. All right. This is fun.
All right. So now I've got kind of the kid superheroes.
Okay.
So kind of your Teen Titans, Young Champions.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. I mean, right away we got the Speedster. Kid Flash would be nice. I mean, Bucky's the only one who's really seen war, so I mean that kind of gives him a little bit of an edge. But he's got no
he's just a kid
powers, so he'll probably get wiped out.
Right.
This makes me want to see Robin and Bucky team up. I think they did that in a comic one time.
Yeah.
Where they had like Silver Age, Batman and Cap team up. Sidebar. Ironheart, I think, would be useful.
Yeah.
Brings in the tech. She's got, I mean, who knows what kind of gadgets she might be bringing in. Hey, you got a Hulk, okay. Is that one, is that Devil Dinosaur and
Moon Girl? Yep.
I like Moon Boy.
Is he? I don't know whether he's a kid or what. I don't know what his deal was.
He's a little jungle boy.
Okay.
But okay. I think I'm gonna. Okay, is that Dick Grayson Robin also? I gotta ask that question.
Sure. I mean, look at his undies. Who else is it gonna be?
Well, I'm just saying, is it that specific version, or am I like, if I see Damian
Wayne?
Oh,
you're saying you want to switch in Damian Wayne? Yeah, I'll let you take Damian Wayne if you want Damian Wayne Robin.
Okay. I don't even know if I want him. I just wanted to see if he'd let me have him.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna need Kid Flash still.
Okay.
I need my speed. Beast Boy could be a problem if he's not on my team.
I mean, I guess he could turn right into a dinosaur and Devil Dinosaur and Beast Boy going at it.
That's what I'm saying. Definitely eliminating Kate Bishop. That's same for Miss Marvel. Blue Beetle, toss him out too.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna go Flash.
Considering Bucky?
No, I'm not considering Bucky.
Okay.
Right away, I said he would bring the
out.
tactical element, but
sure.
He would have nothing else to bring to the table. So
gotcha.
At that level, I'm gonna go Kid Flash. I'm gonna bring. Man, is that Amadeus Cho Hulk?
Yes.
I'm looking at.
Yep.
It is nice having a Hulk. Maybe I think I'll give it to him. I'll do it with Kid Flash, Amadeus Cho, and my third. Say I'll go with Ironheart.
Okay. Nice.
A little bit of variety, some speed, some tech, some flight. Yeah.
How much prep time do we got here? Is this like
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I haven't been thinking of it as like, hey, we're going to war with them in a couple days. It's like,
sure.
hey, they're over
Okay.
there. We got 5 minutes. Let's go.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go Amadeus Cho. I'm gonna go Blue Beetle.
Okay.
Because I feel like he's kind of like Ironheart, but he's got the kind of modular weapons.
That's true.
So, I mean, Ironheart is definitely smarter. But if we're not needing the prep time, and that's kind of the same. Like I would consider Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur because she's, the smartest person on the planet. But is it like going to be tactical smarts in the field? Right. Might not matter as much. See, I think I'm going to go Amadeus Cho, Blue Beetle, and I'm going to go Miles Morales.
Okay, I was thinking about Miles, to be honest.
Got the invisibility and the
that's true. I kind of
shocky hands.
Invisibility. Yeah.
So, I agree.
But
Bucky
I
is
think in
totally
my
worthless, though.
Right. Yeah, Bucky's gonna go down. I don't think Kate Bishop's gonna do too much damage.
Right.
I was thinking about Miles, but my problem was I think I needed Hulk. And I don't see Miles being able to take down.
You wanted a speedster.
Hulk. Yeah, and I wanted speed, and then it's like, I need somebody with some eyes in the sky at this point. So
yeah, I mean the tech would come in handy for sure. Yeah, Ms. Marvel, I want to put her in because she's a good leader, but not necessarily here.
Right. And
Shuri's again, also smart.
Yeah.
I think this list would benefit from, a couple days of heads up because you got a lot of smart kids.
Yeah, that's true. I think, I agree. My selections would be different if it said like, hey, this weekend we're fighting these guys.
All right, what are your selections you got this weekend? Battles happening this weekend. You pick pick 3.
Okay, so now we got prep time. Again, I mean, at that point, Dakota, if I got Bucky, he's been in the trenches, dude. Worked with Captain America himself. But then at that point, you got Dick Grayson, who's learned from one of the greatest tacticians of Batman. And I think Robin would have a little more to add than Bucky. I'm gonna go with Robin personally.
Okay.
And then at that point, I think I'm gonna sub in Miles. Okay. I get 3. So if I got Robin, Miles, I'm not even gonna think about Kid Flash because they're gonna think of some way to outwit him. They're gonna think of it. But then do I still want my strength? And then I think I'll keep Hulk, though. I don't know, though. Beast Boy would be a valuable, if you could plan out, like at this point, I'm going to turn into this thing, and then I'm going to turn into this thing. But again, though, if he's like an elephant, Hulk could probably punch out an elephant. I'm going to go with Hulk. So I'm going to give Hulk, Robin, and Miles on my 3 if I got prep time.
I'm going to stick with Amadeus Cho also. And I think I would also keep Blue Beetle. And I would switch out Miles for Ironheart because I think between Amadeus and Ironheart, their brains, they're going to be able to help Blue Beetle kind of figure out what he needs to do.
Right.
And like you said, Ironheart will have some contraption to take out Flash.
And that's what I was thinking Robin could do for me.
Sure.
Because Robin's going to be like, hey, Batman, can I borrow your anti-Flash machine? And he'll be like, sure.
True. All right. Next up, we've got kind of the assassins page. Marksman and things of that nature.
I always love that picture of Hawkeye, by the way.
Yeah. So we got Deadshot, Ra's al Ghul, Taskmaster, Green Arrow, Mystique, Elektra, Deadpool,
these
Hawkeye,
are some heavy hitters.
Wow. Deathstroke, Bullseye, Red Hood, and Domino. So another one. It'll be a little tricky to pick your team here.
Now that you read through it, it's become more difficult.
I think for me, I'm kind of leaning towards putting Bullseye on the team.
Yeah, Bullseye does
I
destroy.
think, without thinking too much, I would go Deadpool, Bullseye, Deathstroke.
Okay.
The only one that I'm kind of questioning is Deathstroke. Maybe I don't want to add Deathstroke because, I mean, Bullseye, you know, never misses. You got the regeneration factor with Deadpool. At that point, Slade is just kind of like, you know, you just better be good.
Deathstroke's got a little regeneration, doesn't he?
Oh, does he? Okay. Good.
But he's
Then he can
also
stay
got
on
the
team.
brilliant tactical mind, though, that Deadpool lacks.
That's true.
I'm going to go with Deathstroke. I'm not even going to take Deadpool, I don't think.
Okay.
I think I'm going Deathstroke. You know what I think about is Mystique, though, because she's got the weapons assassin part, but then she's also got the shape-shifting ability.
Right.
Which I guess, again, depending on our environment, but if we're in like a jungle thing, you know, she comes up, oh, hey, Red Hood, it's me, Domino, it's okay. And dead. So that, I mean, hey, you got that.
Yeah.
Taskmaster, though, very useful ability.
That's a good point, especially when he's going up against these guys. Right.
I mean, if he could copy their abilities, that would be quite impressive. I was thinking about Ra's al Ghul with the just hand to hand. No, I don't want him. Okay, I want Deathstroke. I'm gonna go with Mystique.
Okay.
And then my third. Man.
I mean, the thing I think, like Domino is I want to have her on my team just because of the luck manipulation ability.
Right.
I think, you know, she just luckily misses some shots, hits some lucky shots.
I think you have some unfortunate misses from the other guys.
Okay. Hawkeye was kind of tempting too, especially because of like Ultimate Hawkeye, where he just like takes out a whole room full of mercenaries with like his kitchen forks and his fingernails and.
Right. Yeah, I think I'd go with Taskmaster. Taskmaster, Deathstroke, and then Mystique. I think Bullseye is the only one I'm a little like, he would be great, but I think I could have him taken care of by the rest of my squad there.
I like it. All right. Next one.
All right.
We've got the DC villains.
Ooh, okay.
So we've got the Joker, Sinestro, Mr. Freeze, Black Manta, Bane, Star Sapphire, Lex Luthor, and we'll give him his armor suit, Lobo, Bizarro, Solomon Grundy, Mirror Master, and Clayface.
Okay. Right off the bat, I do not want the Joker on my team.
He's just going to kill your team.
Feel a bunch of liability. My first impression, Dakota, is going to be Lex Luthor.
Okay.
Bizarro. And Lobo's pretty powerful.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he goes toe-to-toe with Superman, doesn't he?
Superman, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, though, you kind of got that loose cannon factor. Is he going to be like, oh, you know, does something wild and shoots a giant cannon and like just blows up Lex Luthor on accident? Maybe. You got to think about that. I think those are my three, right? Initial, just gut feeling.
Okay. I think I would go Sinestro, Lobo, and probably Lex Luthor also. I don't really want Lex Luthor on my team because he's so I just don't like him. But I mean, if he's got the whole like tech suit, then he's pretty much Iron Man, but a villain. So.
And I think he would know how to outmaneuver these guys the best. So I would be counting on him, right, to kind of be my mastermind.
Sure.
I thought of Bane for that, but he's just like a less powerful version. It would be very dependent on Lobo and Bizarro's ability to follow Lex Luthor's directions.
True. Yeah.
Because if they can't, I'm dead. I'm toast.
Yeah. I mean, I love Black Manta and Clayface, but I think Black Manta is probably the most useless on the list.
What does Mirror Master actually do?
You know, dude, he does mirrors and stuff.
I mean, I feel like he's useless, but does he have some secret way to use his power that I don't know about?
I mean, if there's nothing reflective around, he probably is also pretty useless.
Could we fight in like a mall or a clothing store?
One of
maybe
those
dressing
fun
room?
house things.
Oh, dude, if we can get him in a fun house.
Game over.
Hey, why don't you come over here?
With prep time, he just builds one of those fun houses. So what have you been doing this whole time, Mirror Master? I built this box. It's full of mirrors. Why are we gonna go
Luthor's
in
got
there?
like all these gadgets that just neuralize everybody. That's good.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking, like, as I was reading through it, I was like, Star Sapphire is pretty much the same thing as Sinestro, so
Right.
a little redundant there. So who should I have replaced her with? I feel like there's got to be some good DC villains that I've missed out.
I was trying to think of a comparable woman villain, but
Because I was thinking like Catwoman, but like that's
something a little more powerful. My first thought was like Batman female.
Yeah, it doesn't really have
usually
too
aren't
many.
very strong.
Right. Like a Giganta or something.
Mr. Mitzelplex for you.
Okay, yeah, that would have been.
He's kind of got wild powers.
True.
He's in the mood. I don't know. Maybe like a. Yeah, you don't want to throw it off too much though.
Like Killer Croc or something.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe like a Hulk. There's not really a Hulk type. I mean, I guess Solomon Grundy, but
yeah. So, all right, let's do
Scarecrow.
Yeah, all right. Scarecrow could have worked.
Unleash some fear bombs and
everybody's
all
fighting scared.
Out. Right.
All right, Marvel villains.
Ooh.
We've got Carnage, Venom. We're gonna switch Doctor Strange to somebody else because I don't know why I put him in there. I think he's supposed to be on the next slide. Yeah, sure. Baron Mordo, Abomination, Juggernaut, Green Goblin, Super Skrull, Omega Red, Magneto, Ultron,
dang, dude, this is...
Red Skull, and Sabretooth.
That is a stacked list there. Wow. Okay. I mean, right away, I think I need Magneto, personally.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, where the crap is Magneto every time Ultron tries to take over?
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Just help us out a little bit. I mean, I think Ultron would have some kind of magnetic resistant alloy or something like that. So that might make me want to have him on my team, because if he's not, Magneto can't just. And then what? Can he make copies? Could he?
Yeah. I mean, I imagine he's going to have a whole drone army.
Right. So that would come in handy. I mean, Juggernaut, probably the most like toe-to-toe powerful here, right? If he's just storming at you. I guess you got Abomination, so maybe they get locked into a tussle. I'd probably go Magneto, Ultron, and then...
I mean, how strong is Baron Mordo?
Again, it's kind of one of those magic things, so it's always hard, It's like you can make him, I found this new spell, and
sure.
It's always a hard part about those magic characters, I think.
Yeah.
I think Green Goblin might be a little too loose cannon. Super Skrull would be pretty strong, though.
Yeah. I was figuring him with like the Fantastic Four powers.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna go Magneto, Ultron. I think I'll go Super Skrull.
Okay.
What are your?
I agree. I'm taking Magneto as well. I'm gonna take Carnage because I feel like he's just got that bloodlust that's gonna take care of quite a few people.
All right.
And then who do I need? Kind of between Juggernaut, Abomination, and Ultron, because Ultron's got the brains. I think I'm going to need Ultron. I think Ultron's smart enough that if Magneto and Carnage struggled with anybody, then Ultron could probably figure out how to get around that.
I'm assuming that's just Red Skull minus his Cosmic Cube. Right? It looks like he's kind of maybe got it, but I don't know if he gets it. Even if he does, I think we could handle him.
I think Juggernaut should be in the team.
Yeah.
I think Carnage could take him though, because like, you know, Shatterstar ends Todd McFarlane's career by stabbing Juggernaut through the eye with a sword. I mean, Carnage could easily poke him in the eye with one of his stabby fingers.
I was thinking Juggernaut at first. I went with Super Skrull just for a little more versatility, right?
Yeah.
Because I think he's pretty strong, but he's also got some other abilities that can come in handy.
Yeah. I think if he was quicker, he'd definitely be more of a problem. But I just don't think he could keep up with Carnage, because I think Carnage could take Juggernaut. Because Carnage is another one that I think is just, he seems so OP.
Yeah.
He's like constantly like taking out whole multiverses. And
who is?
Carnage.
Oh, Carnage, right.
And then he's, you know.
Well, yeah, I guess that's more if you're getting into the return of the birth of the death of the extreme Venomverse stuff.
Right. I think
depends.
As much as I want Sabretooth on my team, I just don't think he's up to par with some of these other ones. Red Skull, I mean, yeah, he kind of had the one time where he was kind of onslaught-ish, but even that wasn't enough to be a whole multiverse or like a whole crossover event. So clearly didn't work out that well for him.
Now I'm really wanting to see Sabretooth Carnage team up.
Oh, that would be good. To the next.
All right. Okay.
So this is kind of the like the last slide, the most powerful people I could put together.
Okay.
I mean, not like the most, but I don't have like Celestials and stuff like that, but I just like, you know, some real characters. We got the Hulk, Darkseid, Doctor Strange, Thanos, and I would say this is Thanos without the Infinity Gauntlet.
That's fair.
Gladiator, Sentry, Thor, Apocalypse. This is Jean Grey with the Phoenix Force, Silver Surfer, Ghost Rider, and Doctor Doom.
Wow. These are some sweet characters and powerful characters. All right, you go first on this one.
All right. All right. I mean, I'm going to need Hulk on my team.
Right.
So he's coming. I think Doctor Doom should also be on the team. He's got the power and he's got magic.
And the intelligence.
Right. He is probably, I mean, maybe Apocalypse would be smartish. I don't know who would be smarter between Doctor Doom and Apocalypse. Probably Doctor Doom, though. I think Apocalypse is a little too obsessed with genetics. But he's got some like future technology and stuff.
It's also a little out of touch, dude. 5,000 years old. I mean,
I think I would go Hulk, Doctor Doom, and Phoenix.
All right. I was thinking for myself, Doom for sure, for all the reasons you said. I was also thinking Phoenix. And then at that point, I do love the idea of Silver Surfer, the Power Cosmic. Would be nice to have. I'm not going to go with Hulk, though, dude. I'm definitely not taking Hulk.
Okay.
I'm going to sub out, Hulk, Thanos. You know I love the Sentry, and he is quite powerful.
I know you do.
There's the whole void thing. However, in this case, if he voids out, that's kind of okay for me. Then he just wipes everybody out. And I'm like, good work, man. I'm getting out of here. So without, again, thinking too much, I'm going Doom, Phoenix, Sentry.
Okay.
I thought about Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I wanted to put Darkseid on my team, but
I think Phoenix could take care of Darkseid. I think any of those three could take care of Darkseid for me, actually.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I think Darkseid could stand up to Sentry for a little bit, but I think you're probably right. In the end, Sentry's probably going to beat him.
But Silver Surfer, if he's just like speeding around, zipping, he could do some major damage too. So that's something to think about. If I didn't have a sentimental attachment to Sentry, I'd probably go Silver Surfer. But I'd like to see the Sentry take on some of these guys.
I agree.
Now I just want to see all these battles.
Yeah. I think here we go. We got Doctor Doom, Ghost Rider, and Silver Surfer.
Yeah. I was thinking about what Ghost Rider can bring too. Because again, do you remember in World War Hulk, he fights with Hulk, and they think he's the only one that could stop World Breaker Hulk.
Right.
So I forgot about that, because he decides in the end, he's like, the cause is just, so I'm going to let you go. And they're like,
yep.
Dang it.
That is not what we thought you would say.
Right. So that's also true, but Silver Surfer would be a great pick as well. I probably maybe should have gone with him, but
I feel like if we were like ground battling, like if we didn't have like Sentry and Silver Surfer flying around, then Ghost Rider would definitely be a lot more helpful. But yeah, I guess I'm imagining this because they're so powerful. This is like a cosmic space battle almost.
Right.
Maybe Cosmic Ghost Rider would be a better sub in.
Oh, okay.
So I probably could have added Punisher to that like Assassin's page.
I think Cosmic Ghost Rider is a little more kooky though, so he might be a little bit more of a less likely to be as effective.
But yeah, I think easy pick is Doctor Doom.
Oh yeah. I think Phoenix is another pretty easy pick too, though.
I mean, she's pretty much a Death Star herself.
And they had to basically convince her to let herself be killed to stop her.
Right.
So I mean,
very nice.
I like it.
Something for you folks that are watching to look forward to. On the main channel, Strong Collector Comics, we've got Giant Man upcoming. So this was...
Wait, on Strong Collectors or Strong Collector Comics?
Strong Collectors. So not this page, but the main channel. You're on Strong Collector Comics right now, so make sure you're subscribed here.
Which is a great channel.
It is a great channel. But Ryan was messaging and asking, where's our conclusion to Giant Man HasLab? So, we got to give the people what they want, especially when those people we would like to have on this show. So, Ryan, hope you enjoy. Live right now for your viewing pleasure. It just went live about an hour ago. Enough with the Spider-Verse. We're sick of it. It was good. You've taken it too far. Figure out an original idea, because heavens knows you haven't had an original idea in so long.
Same for the rest of the verses as well.
So he was thinking, figured Ghost Rider as an eternal spirit, not necessarily any particular one. So I guess that does make sense if you're kind of like one of those like characters of like different incarnations. So because how do you really beat that? It's just going to keep coming back. A little too late to the party, but here's some things. Yeah. Well, hey, you can watch the rerun, and I think it'll be fun. You guys can let us know in the comments too who you guys would choose.
Yes, Fikri, you need to watch and tell us all your answers. I
forgot your little picture over here, Jordan.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I put you on Spider-Woman.
that is a great way to use my face there. I love it.
And then later this week, you'll be able to see our ranking of every Avengers. We didn't do every Avengers, but we did like 40 something of them. So
all the good ones.
Check that out later this week. And I think that is all of my slides, so I'll bring it back to us. What did you think, Jordan? Fun idea? We should do this more often?
I like that. Yeah, I think it'd be fun to kind of do what you said, which was more like picking out characters, or like you come ready, or you could have it like what we said where they get eliminated. So it's like, okay, kind of like the okay, I picked him, oh, he's gone, okay, now you get one, so on and so forth. I think would be cool. But yeah, I think that for me prompts a lot of cool thoughts on stories I'd like to see happen with a lot of these characters.
I mean, I definitely want to do some like we build our own X-Men team or build our own Justice League, Avengers, stuff like that. So definitely, I don't know, we could do that. I mean, we've got our stuff scheduled for this week. Next week, we could record it. I was thinking the same thing. Should sneak in little pictures of Jordan in the thumbnail. I think you can expect to see more of that.
Where's Waldo, if you will?
I was just gonna say, yeah, make it you know, to have like some sort of like that's like the prize giveaway. Like I'd have to make it much harder, but like put you on this picture.
Like a slide?
Yeah, I should redo this thumbnail and maybe put you on Cap's head or something.
Oh, that'd
or maybe
be good.
Giant Man.
Or Star Fox.
Where's he at? Oh yeah, up there. That'd be a hidden one. Get down in the corner with Rick Jones.
I like it.
Maybe keep an eye out for that one. I don't know if I'll redo that one, but
that's okay.
Spider-Man villains is a tiers list.
Oh, you can beat
Spider-Man's villain you can beat.
Like us personally, who we could beat up?
I don't know if I could take. I mean, well, I guess he's got some goofy ones, but like, I mean, as cool as I am, I don't think I'm going to be taking on Mysterio and
I think the Shocker could just end my life.
Right.
In 2 seconds.
I feel like
maybe
Batman
like
villains
a
I could beat is
Chameleon
probably
or something. Could jump on him.
I feel like Batman's got a lot of like, but then it's kind of like there's always the like jokes of Batman's just beating a bunch of like mentally insane people.
Right. A lot of yeah, that really it's not right. Batman. Not cool, dude. That's a good thought.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
I like it.
Yeah, because we haven't done a Spidey villain ranking, so that could be one too.
I would also like to do like a creating your own Sinister Six too. I think that'd be cool.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. All right, folks, that is going to do it for this live stream. Let us know who you pick on your teams. Make sure you're subscribed. This is Strong Collector Comics after all. Got a lot of good content coming your way, so make sure you stay tuned. Like, share, and subscribe, and stay strong.